fair to say the guys at Netflix know how to celebrate a new year. For 2018, the streaming service finally made Friends available to its UK subscribers, so whether you're new to Central Perk, or they've always been there for you, all 10 seasons of the world's biggest sitcom are now available on demand. However, it's hard to be successful for so long without a couple of slip-ups. With so many storylines and character traits, it can be hard to remember everything. From the anal to the unbelievable, here are some of those continuity errors and mishaps you may not have spotted. I'm Ash Robertson from MANthoughts, and this is 10 Friends errors you probably missed. Number 10. Ross's apartment changes place. Overlooking the fact the building was seemingly demolished and rebuilt during Ugly Naked Guy's rental, Ross's apartment across the way certainly has changed. When Ross took over the apartment from our naked friend in Season 5, it was at the end of a hallway. Cut to Season 9 and the apartment has magically changed position in the building, whilst remaining opposite from Monica and Chandler's. Number 9. The one with the stand-ins. Stand-ins play an important part of filming, helping the director to stage a scene and plan out where his actors will be. However, on more than one occasion, a stand-in has managed to find their way into the final cut used for the show. First it was Monica in Season 8, who was replaced by an imposter during a scene with Phoebe in Central Perk. Then in Season 9, during a scene with Joey and Monica, Rachel got the same treatment. There's also a less known third case during the one in Massapequa, where Ross and Monica's dad Jack is replaced by someone that looks nothing like actor Elliot Gould. If you look closely, you can even see the stand-in saying Jack's lines. Number 8. Ross has 3 birthdays. Age and birthdays is one of the biggest continuing errors across the whole of Friends, with Ross being its biggest culprit. Not only has the paleontologist stayed 29 for 3 seasons, despite celebrating 3 Thanksgivings and Christmases, he's also had not 1 but 3 different birthdays. In Season 1, Joey and Chandler buy Ross Rangers tickets for his birthday, despite it being October, and Ross saying his birthday was 7 months ago in March. Later in Season 4, Gunther says he's compiling a list of birthdays, so Ross starts by saying December. And if that wasn't enough, in Season 9, when Joey and Ross are in the ER, Ross has his birthday as October 18th. Number 7. Phoebe has 2 birthdays. Phoebe Buffay is almost as bad as Ross, resembling the Queen with 2 birthdays of her own. In Season 3, Phoebe says her birthday is on February 16th. Yet in Season 9 she tells the guys she couldn't get a reservation for the night of her birthday, and they would celebrate on Halloween instead. Either she is planning well in advance, or more likely the writers forgot this earlier mention of her birthday. Number 6. Joey's toilet. It's not just apartments or buildings that change place, but also the things inside them. Joey's toilet of all things is a prime example. In the one with the Kips in Season 5, the toilet is conveniently found just behind the door to reveal a very sleepy Joey. Yet just a few episodes later, in the one where everybody finds out, it's back in its usual position, where it has been throughout the entirety of the sitcom. It's a prime example where writers make changes to fit the gag and just hope viewers don't notice. Number 5. Celebrity cameos break the universe. One of the many things Friends became famous for was its long list of A-list celebrity guests. Whether it was Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Alec Baldwin or Julia Roberts, the list of Friends celebrity cameos was a who's who of incredible stars. However, as more mainstream celebs made appearances, they ultimately conflicted with earlier references made in the show. Take Bruce Willis. He played the father of Elizabeth, Ross's girlfriend and student, in Season 6. Now the guys in Friends are massive Die-Hard fans, so surely they would recognise John McClane himself. Another example is Elle Macpherson, referred to as every guy's fantasy in Season 3, and then later went on to become Janine, Joey's dancing roommate. If you need further proof, Ross adds Susan Sarandon and Winona Ryder to his top 5 list in the one with Frank Jr. Both would later go on to guest star, first as the stalwart actress on Days of Our Lives, and the latter as Rachel's old sorority sister from high school. I'm sure the writers were willing to overlook these small plot holes to ensure such huge names for the show. Number 4. Ross actually likes ice cream. In Season 7, when Chandler reveals he doesn't like dogs, Joey believes it's just as bad as Ross not liking ice cream. However, previous evidence from across the series would make you believe otherwise. Just one season earlier, in the one where Ross dates a student, Ross is clearly seen having ice cream with student cum girlfriend Elizabeth, but even earlier in the series, when Ross reunites with his former pet monkey Marcel, the montage shows Ross and Marcel enjoying an ice cream together. If you want to get even more anal, it depends on how broad you define ice cream. The famous episode where Ross and Rachel take a break, Ross suggests they cool off and get some frozen yogurt. I did say from the anal to the unbelievable. Number 3, Chandler forgets how to slip money. It's a shame Chandler's memory isn't as good as his wit, otherwise he would have remembered in Season 7 his ability to slip money discreetly. In the one with the holiday armadillo, Chandler and Monica struggle to get a table at a restaurant, and Monica suggests Chandler should casually slip the maitre d' some money, but of course every attempt fails miserably. If only he remembered his time hanging out with Monica's old flame Richard, where both Chandler and Joey picked up the suave skill and proudly showed everyone in the coffee house. Whether the writers were struggling to develop the subplot of the holiday armadillo episode, but they seemed to gloss over the earlier episode with Chandler even asking Monica if she knew about the trick from Richard. Could you be any more forgetful, Chandler? Funny side note, they learned the trick in the one with the old Yeller from Season 2, which provides another small error including Richard, where the wall just wasn't long enough. Number 2, Joey is smarter than he thinks. Poor Joey, he's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed, or the sharpest knife in the drawer, but that's why he's one of the show's most popular and most hilarious characters. However, Joey has proven he's much smarter than he thinks, on more than one occasion, or the writers forgot these previous character traits. Throughout the series, Joey is seen using air quotes, most notably in Season 5 to say Monica and Chandler are making love. Yet in Season 9 during a confrontation with Ross, he suddenly forgets how to use them. Then in Season 7, Joey removes the bow tie from his tux because it's hurting his Joey's apple, believing it's named after each individual person. Yet back in Season 2, he correctly refers to it as an Adam's apple. And number 1, Chandler and Rachel meet 3 times before they first meet. Especially for a show like Friends, flashbacks provide some of the series' best episodes, revealing more about our favourite characters and providing writers with a chance to mess around with dodgy hairstyles and unbelievable weight gain. However, flashback episodes can also open up potential plot holes, as they did with how Chandler and Rachel met. When we are first introduced to Rachel as the runaway bride in the pilot, Monica, her high school friend, introduces her to the gang, including Chandler. However, further on in the series in Season 3, a question from Janice about romances in the group prompts a flashback to a few years prior to the pilot, where Rachel and Chandler meet in the bar that's now Central Perk. Then in Season 5 we see a flashback to not 1, but 2 Thanksgivings at the Gellers, in which both Rachel and Chandler attend. And then in the final season, we go back to when Rachel and Monica visit Ross in college at a big party before Christmas vacation. Not only do they bump into Chandler, but Rachel and Chandler end up making out. Of course, years passes between the first Thanksgiving and the pilot, and with the nature of pilots, not all storylines are carried over if the season gets the go-ahead. But still, surely meeting on so many occasions, the two would have recognised each other. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and tell us down below of any Friends goofs that have missed out on our list, and also what your favourite Friends episode is. Until next time, I'm Ash Robertson, and this is MANthoughts.